Hi guys, it's okay. Hi guys, it's Jane, and today's video is going to be about the Analects of Confucius. Now, last time we finished 제2편, which was 위정편, so today we're going to go ahead with book 3, which is called 8일. Now, in Korean, this chapter starts. 공자께서 계시를 비판하셨다. 왕이나 된 양 8사람씩 8줄의 무용수를 뜰에서 춤추게 하니 이런 일을 참을 수 있다면 무슨 짓인들 참지 못하겠는가? Now, basically what this means in English would be Confucius said to the head of the chief family who had 8 rows of pantomimes in his area, if he can bear to do this, what may he not bear to do? In the Analects, it's very rare actually, from what I've read, that Confucius talks badly about someone, because it's usually him talking about the good, what we should do and what people are meant to do. But it's very sort of rare that he 누군가를 비판하는 거. So I think that's very interesting because this chapter actually starts off this way. Now he goes on to say, 새 집안이 음악을 부르며 재우를 치웠다. 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 제후들은 제사를 돕고 천자는 엄숙하게 제사를 지낸다. 라는 노래를 어찌 새 집안의 사당에서 연주할 수 있는가? Now in English, this would be, the 3 families used the young ode while the vessels were being removed. At the conclusion of the sacrifice, the master said, assisting are the princes, the son of heaven looks profound and grave. What application can these words have in the hall of 3 families? Now again, it's about these ancestral rites. Now ancestral rites keep coming up in the Analects as we move forward in the chapters. 이런 제사가 많이 나오는데 사실 he's talking about the 3 families that are undergoing ancestral rites here. And I think it's interesting how, actually this is probably not what Confucius was trying to say, but I just found it very interesting how back then it was only the men who could carry forth these ancestral rites. But as we got more modernized, it became more of the women's duty behind the scenes. And I feel like it's, I'm blabbering. On we go. So, 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 사람으로서 어질지 않으면 예를 배워 무엇하며 사람으로서 어질지 않으면 음악을 배워 무엇하겠는가? This one actually, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to talk about with this one. So basically this in English is, the master said, if a man be without the virtues proper to humanity, what has he to do with the rights of propriety? If a man be without the virtues proper to humanity, what has he to do with music? 자, 어질다는 게, it's very hard to come up with a synonym in English. Here it says proper to humanity. I actually sort of disagree. 어질다, if you type it up in Google Translate, which I've done before, I'm pretty sure it says grace. I disagree with that too. But basically my name, 이재인, 이제 있을 제 어질인. Every Korean name has, usually people have like a Chinese character associated with it, because Hangul is loosely like based off of Chinese characters. But 어질다는 게, I feel like it's a very important attribute that every human should have. But I feel like it's very interesting because this word really can't be translated very accurately, and I think that's, you know, a beautiful thing with that word, and I think it's a very important part of humans and what they should have. Now basically, again, like as this quote shows, like the Analects, it just keeps talking about before you accomplish great things, you have to first be a great person, you have to be a good person. So yeah, let's go forth. 인방이 예의 근본을 묻자 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 훌륭한 질문이다. 예는 사치하기보다는 검소해야 하고 초상의 형식을 잘 갖추기보다는 슬퍼하는 것이 낫다. Basically in English, someone asked him, Lin Fong asked, what is the first thing to be attended to in ceremonies? The master said, a great question indeed. In festive ceremonies, it is better to be sparing than extravagant. In the ceremonies of mourning, it's better than there be deep sorrow than a minute attention to observances. Quite straightforward, but I feel like it's the wisdom. Like, even if you go to like Western philosophy or Eastern philosophy, I feel like it's very interesting and really mind-blowing sort of thing how like back then, in these different time periods, people, if you look at Socrates or Confucius or 맹자, like they all have very similar ideas about life and about people. So yeah, here we go. I'm blabbing again. But it's all about these questions, right? I don't know. I like philosophy, so I'm sorry. This is supposed to be me reading the Analects, but I feel like it's turning into like Jane talking about life videos. Hopefully, I mean, if you guys didn't like that, then like, you know, no one would be watching my videos, right? So hopefully, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. It's actually been a really hot day in Korea today, so I think I'm losing my mind a little bit. But anyways, on with the chapter. It's 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 오랑캐에도 임금이 있다. 임금이 없이 질서가 무너진 제후국과 같지 않다. 오랑캐 basically means like barbarians in Korean, but in English this would be: the master said the rude tribes of the east and north have their princes and are not like the states of our great land which are without them. Again, coming back to that basic philosophic idea that I love so much. Now I'm going to end on one last quote, which is: 계시가 타선에서 제사를 지냈다. 그러자 공자께서 염류에게 말씀하셨다. 내가 왜 맞지 못했느냐? 염류가 대답했다. 불가능했습니다. 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 아, 태산의 신이 예의 근본을 묻는 인방보다 못하다고 여겼더냐? 자, 이제 firstly, I'm buffering today. I feel like this happens every time I do a Analects video. It never happens in any other video, just an Analects video. So maybe it's just philosophy making me emotional. Now, in English, it would be: the chief of the Qi family was about to sacrifice the Tsai mountain. The master said to Zan Yu, "Can you not save him from this?" He answered, "I cannot." Confucius said, "Alas, will you say that the mountain is not so discerning as Lin Fang?" It's a conversation. A lot of the Analects is actually conversation between two people. It's like questions and answering and questions and answers. I feel like it's very pretty how in every single one of the chapters of the Analects, someone goes up to Confucius and asks him a question. And if you just look at the questions and you don't look at the answers, I like to imagine the answers myself, because at the end of the day, Confucius is a very renowned philosopher, but it's okay to have different ideas about those questions that we all have in the backs of our heads, you know? Like I said, this channel, this like Analects video playlist is not a place where I just explain what these mean. It's where I just want to share these with you so that you can make up your own mind about what you make these quotes to be. So yeah, that was a very emotional, kind of nutshell-y video, but still, I hope you liked listening to a snippet of the Analects and a lot of my ranting. Have a nice day or a nice night wherever you are, and I hope you like this video. Bye!